everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're continuing the Circus reviews and we've got two more to show you. This one was a unicorn piece for me. I saw this, it started the whole Circus debacle in my mind and in my pocketbook and everything else. And so when I saw this, I thought it was so incredibly clever and so neat, and I really wanted it. And then I started researching it. There's not many out there, and those that are out there that are available, they carry a very hefty price tag. So I'll warn you ahead of time that this is not a cheap building, but it is very cool, and it kind of started the whole process for me. I was patient for far too long, and I found one that was an okay deal. I mean, sometimes you have to pay what it costs. But anyway, we'll get into all that. We're going to be looking today at the Department 56 Clown House of Terror and the coordinating accessory called Let's Have a Little Fun. And so with that, let's jump right on in and take a look. Okay, as always, we'll start with the box. Now, I did get this, was able to find one of these fairly brand new. It had been opened, but it had not been displayed. I'm going to zoom into the price tag in the corner. That's what it costs brand new, and this came out in 2013. That is not what it's going for today. You will pay, well, it depends on what you find, right? You can find these, I guess, at all price points. The ones that I've seen are bringing in the neighborhood of 400 plus, which is crazy. But it is, I guess, what it is. So don't judge me. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Now, this is a house of obviously for a circus. I love the clowns. You guys know I love Pennywise. I love everything to do with the creepy clown. And then Screamville, the Clown House of Terror. It's a dunk tank. It's so creepy cool that it's pretty awesome, at least in my book. Now this one does have a soundtrack. And the one thing that I don't like about it is there's no on or off for the soundtrack versus the lights. If the lights are on, the soundtrack is on. It does have a volume button, so you can adjust the volume. This is as low as it can go, and we'll be quiet and see if you can hear it. Okay, now I'm going to reach around the back and I'll show you this in a moment. But this is at its loudest. And I'll let you listen to the soundtrack. Okay, so basically it is a scary clown voice taunting passersby that says, give it your best shot, throw the ball at the Clown House of Terror. Come on, young man, let's see what you got. And then offering to let him and his lady friend in the house for half price if he is able to dunk the clown in a duck tank. And so that's and it just keeps repeating over and over and over again. So I keep most of the volumes on most of my houses that have soundtracks down anyway, unless they're just really cool. This would be a really cool one just for the ambiance of a circus. So this will probably be on about half volume for most of the time it's on display. So let's take a look at this piece. So the first part, well, let's just look. It's got two lights that are up here. And you can kind of see how you can see them in the video. They light up the Screamville sign, and then you've got inner, and then it says dunk tank over there, the Clown of Terror. And then you've got a dunk tank in there with it's like a resin type water that's actually poured in there, sort of milky with a light behind it, some a creepy little clown. I don't know if you can kind of focus on that guy in there or not, but he's pretty creepy looking. And he's the guy that you're trying to dunk, right? And then on this side, a very nostalgic circus poster with the dunk arm out there in front of the clown's face. You can kind of see it from this side. And it says, in your, what does it say? In your face rubber arm, in your face rubber arm. It's kind of hard for me to read. And I've seen it 100 times. So in your face rubber arm. And then on this side, this is so creepy to me, but it's also so cool. It's Jojo the Clown. Don't let his blank stare scare you. I mean, it looks like he has no eyes at all, which is really, really creepy. And then you got a pair of clown shoes that are actually hanging up here. They kind of dangle back and forth. And then you've got some stairs that lead this guy up into the dunk tank there. These are not lights. They're just like little balls that are on there. A few of them are missing, but that is the way it's supposed to be. They're not actually missing. It's just the way that it looks. And you can see that on the box as well. Same concept there. So they're not actually missing. And then this is an old plywood shack of a building anyway, which is pretty cool. And the paint job on this one is just, standard Department 56, pretty awesome. See the planks of wood. You can see the cracking and the grain and everything in the woods. Really, really well done. And then we move over here to the actual part of the clown where you actually go in through the mouth. You've got a rat there. You've got the clown with a big bright red nose that is glowing, and then it's got this, it's a batting type material. It's supposed to resemble fog or smoke coming out of the mouth. And obviously that's where you go into this place. And so that is a dunk tank, but it's also just a normal clown house of terror. So with that, let's take a look at the rest of this piece. I want to move some of these pieces out of the way so we can get a better look. Move our trees. Okay, let's take a look at the top of this house. The top is, again, a sheet metal type roof. No big deal there. It's pretty well done. Just a couple of holes poking through. Older tin roof, very, very detailed. You can see the wood on the back of the house. And then on this side, you've got something that says 25 original clowns. You've got some boarded up parts of this. You've got the grass and the fall leaves. You've got shrubbery on the back, on the side going into the back. And then on the back itself, you've got a couple boarded up doors and a window. You've got the vines that continue. And then here is the on-off volume knob. You can hear that. And then you can actually turn the whole piece off. The lights go off and everything when you do that. So just turn it down and leave it that way. And so that's the back of the house. Pretty well done. The wood, again, this color wood is like an old barn wood. It's amazing. It looks really good. And then on this side of the house, you've got a picture depicting guys, I don't know what is wrong or what is going on with my focus, but it is just not cooperating right now. But that is beware of the clown of terror. Enter if you dare, with a trash can sitting out there with some fall leaves. So that's on this side of the house. And that clown right there is the coordinating accessory, which is called Let's Have a Little Fun. And that piece is also incredibly spendy. I was able to find a pretty decent deal on this accessory, which I was pleased. And so I actually had the accessory before I had the actual house, because I knew at some point if I kept looking and kept my patience, I would get the house, the Clown House of Terror. And so this is the accessory. So let's take a look at him. All of this stuff came out in 2013. Again, the house was 130 retail, and I believe the clown, and I don't quote me on this, I don't have the price tag in front of me, and it's ripped off the box, go figure, but I think it was like 25 bucks, if that, when this guy first came out. Today, he gets close to, well, $100 to $200 just for this piece, which is crazy. Now, is he creepy? Yeah. I'm gonna set him up here on this box so you can see a better look. Kind of get him away from that house so you can look. But look at this guy. He is way creepy. He is for sure creepy. The paint on this piece is probably the best paint that I've seen on a Department 56 piece. From the face to the teeth to the eyes to the clown costume. I mean, he is just spot on. See, spots on, spots are all over him. But the spots are so incredibly well done. His costume is, it's just an incredible paint job. I mean, you can see the wrinkles, you can see the dirt and the grime. It just looks so natural, all the way down to his boots with a little, you know, balls on the front of them there. And then the ground that he's standing on is so incredibly well done. It's a darker green, darker type of grass. It's painted really nice, and the fall leaves look amazing on it. This is an all resin piece, so you've got that going for you, but just kind of look at that guy. He is creepy, that is for sure. One of my favorite pieces for sure. Look at his thumb, all bent back. I don't know if I can focus this guy right there, but his thumb is all bent back. He is a mess of a clown. He is creepy. That is no joke. And so this is the coordinating piece. Let's have a little fun that goes with this clown house of terror. So really, again, unicorn piece for me. I had wanted this piece since I first saw it. I had to wait till I found the one that was the right one for me, I suppose. And there are some out there. You'll find them all over eBay or Mercari or OfferUp, or at least there was. I haven't looked since I got mine, but very happy with this, and it's going to be a centerpiece in our vignette that's coming up. Okay, guys, well, hopefully that gives you a better look at the Clown House of Terror. This is a remarkable piece to me. I'm so thankful that I finally have this one in my collection. This was the one that started the whole circus idea for me. I saw this and I'm like, wow, I really want to take that and use it. I think I can. I love clowns. I like the creepy clowns. You've seen all of my Pennywise stuff. I just like creepy clowns. I don't know why, there's something about them. And so I saw this piece and really wanted it in my collection, and that's what started the whole circus kind of an idea. I bought every building that you've seen reviewed so far prior to buying this one because it's too expensive and I couldn't find one that was, you know, within my ballpark of what I was willing to pay for it. I eventually found one, so patience was sort of maybe the virtue there. And then I had the let's have some fun clown character before I even had the house. So you got to look and shop around, and there are some out there, and if you try hard enough and you wait long enough, you have some patience, you're going to be able to find a deal that'll work for you and your price point. And your price point is probably different than my price point, and my price point is certainly different than somebody else's. So it's really what makes you happy and what you can justify in your mind inside of this hobby, just like any other hobby that we're a part of. So very, very thankful to have these in my collection and can't wait to showcase both of these pieces in the upcoming circus vignette. So hey, if you've liked this video and it's helped you make a decision or drove you over the edge and now you want to go out and buy a whole bunch of circus pieces, like the video. Even if you don't want to go out and buy circus pieces, like the video. And likewise, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And with your help, the channel is continuing to grow, and I certainly do appreciate that. We've got just a couple of more accessories that I think I'm going to review before we get into the tutorial. We're going to start that here this weekend. Tutorial number 1 on the Department 56 Circus. So until then, take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you again real soon.